Happy 2023, bitches! We're back!
We are back!
And we just happen to be on a different night because tomorrow night, the very first edition of Reaper's Underground for 2023 starts tomorrow with our brother from Germany, the industrial black metal musician himself, Poopengott.
Hell yeah.
And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, what an interesting name. It literally has nothing to do with poop. Just so you know. What's up, Kyler?
Not shy
Always
cigar.
good to have you, brother.
God.
Right. Are you having any flashbacks? Any nightmares? We are so sorry for blinding you the last time we met. So, but tonight, we thought, and I've been seeing shit literally all over the net all fucking day for the last 2 or 3 days straight.
Oh, yeah.
Most anticipated horror films of 2023. These are quote unquote the must-see films.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll see if it lives up to its hype. And I'm actually curious if the one film that I've been waiting for 2 fucking years is finally coming out. I hope it's on the list. We shall see.
But maybe we hope it's not on the list because this source tends for bad write-ups. But we'll see.
Wait, what? I missed that.
I said maybe we'll be lucky if it's not on the list because this particular source does horrible write-ups most of the time. Oh, really, Tyler? I'm sounding like a broken record here, but
that's right. We are starting off 2023 with Glenn Danzig's ridiculously misproportioned titties.
Is there a better way to start 2023?
I mean, who doesn't want to start with a little nipple? Or the lack thereof, because as I understand, one is kind of missing. Or maybe it's just sad. I don't know. Alrighty, but before we get into this bullshit, let's take a quick commercial break to our wonderful people over at Villain Arts Tattoo Convention. Check it out. There, hopefully, Kyler, we have eased the blow with the professional performers on the stage there. Hopefully, those were a little bit more appealing to the eye, as well as, that's why they only post pics of him from 1993.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's a headshot, that's all you get. All right. So, yes, Villain Arts Tattoo Convention is coming next weekend, folks. Holy Shinto, I'm going to be live from the convention.
Hell
Can
yeah.
you believe it? That's right. The Shred and tracks from The Damned will be live from the convention. So myself and Mischief will be there. Also, if you haven't figured it out, me and my Dark Queen have taken new photos, and we've been dropping one just about every day. So if you haven't checked them out, please do. They are fantastic. That's right. Sorry, I've been watching too much BC Slots, and my mind is jelly.
They're fantastic.
Brian's special. It's a way of like bringing good luck by wiping off the screen of the machine. Anyway, it's hilarious, and we love it. BC Slots, not a sponsor, but we love you. All right, here we go. Maybe someday. You never know.
Yes, it is, Kyler. Lord of the Law's new album is out. Gangis I haven't listened to it and reviewed it yet, but it's on my agenda.
Nice. Sweet. I look forward to hearing them finally.
Yes.
All right. We're going to kick this motherfucker off with actually a somewhat controversial film.
Yeah.
For this year because of the subject matter involving AI / human technology being used to comfort a small child. Now, the movie is called Megan. Yes. And they got fucking fancy and decided to turn the E backwards into a 3, which I believe has some sort of significance, maybe model number. I don't know.
Maybe it's just to do with, that she's supposed to be, like a technology, so it's more technology-ish. I don't know.
Yeah, totally could be. But it's raised a lot of eyebrows, and it is coming to the theater.
Tomorrow, actually.
Is it tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay. January 6th. You are correct.
Yep.
All right. So it comes out tomorrow.
Hey, what up, brother?
Welcome.
Hey, brother.
So, okay. First of all, just a quick overview. Mom feels bad for daughter. Daughter does not have siblings and has a hard time making friends. So she gets the bright fucking idea to create a robot imitation doll of not just a doll, but a perfect human clone. And it's totally technology based. And that is supposed to make her feel good to have a friend that she created. I mean, wouldn't it just be easier to get knocked up and call it a day?
Probably.
Have a dog? Have 2 dogs?
At least that wouldn't, potentially cause an apocalypse.
Exactly, because as we've noticed, this robot goes berserko and wants to kill people around her.
Exactly.
Now, what does this movie reek of?
Child's Play, just a little bit.
It abso-fucking-lutely mirrors Child's Play, only in female form, which is fine. That is fine.
Right.
But they have taken it a step further. It's not a toy.
Right.
This is literally supposed to be her companion throughout childhood.
Yeah. Which begs the question, is this doll gonna supposed to grow up with her?
I mean, that's my understanding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kyler says. That's right. You guessed it. Instead of having a sister, she's going to have a somewhat human sister, but it is high technology that is capable of destroying everyone.
Yeah.
So for a lot of people, the whole idea of robot intelligence, especially imitating people, is fucking scary. So of course, all kinds of bullshit. Everyone's got a bitch about something. I mean, it's 2023, season of the bitch. I mean, seriously, I literally every day, because I spend way.
If that doesn't become a t-shirt.
Season of the bitch. Yeah, it should be a t-shirt. That's it. God damn it. Reapers come up with
I'm making a note of that right now.
Season of the bitch. Happy 2023.
Yep, and we'll make it like a parody of Halloween 3.
Right. But, what made you think that anyone was going to have a New Year's resolution of, I'm going to stop bitching about literally everything? No, it just makes everybody want to bitch more.
Exactly.
So just to read it under here, it says, we can't wait to see this dancing. Now, mind you, this is being brought to you by Esquire.com. Dun, dun, dun. That's a horror movie in itself because of how fucking bad it sucks.
Oh, it really is. We've done
everything
stuff for them before, and it's always atrocious.
And as usual, they think they are like the people who have the know literally about everything because they're a culture-based company.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. So we can't wait to see this dancing robot doll in action. This is how they lead off their reasons for putting this on the list. This is number 1, by the way. So they're actually going up instead of down.
Actually, they're going in chronological order when they come out.
Oh, gotcha.
Which is bullshit.
I guess they got one thing right.
Anyway.
They got one thing right. I'll give it to them. Megan destroyed Twitter this fall when the trailer dropped and immediately launched a million. Let me say it again. 1 million memes in one trailer. Apparently, according to Twitter's report, there are over 1 million memes made of this movie already.
I haven't seen any of those. Have you?
I've seen a few. Horror Keeps Us Sane hasn't got one yet, which is really kind of strange to me because they always have the best ones. But apparently, they broke Twitter by having all these memes. Don't ask me why that was necessary to put in this description. Megan feels like a girl boss Chucky. Brilliant! Who has such a distinct personality that we can already smell the Megan Halloween costumes coming from months away. I got one word for you, Esquire. Tiffany.
Yeah. Megan looks like she might be cool, but she certainly is not going to be a bad bitch like Tiffany.
I'm not trying to deter anyone from going and
Tyler.
Oh, wait a minute now. Why? Come on, man. We're not in Japan. Stop it.
And don't be giving them any ideas either if they have enough on their own.
They'll turn them into to killer sex doll ninjas. That's what. I can sue you. That's what'll happen. I'm telling you. Don't give them ideas. No good.
Nope.
So that is their introducing this as to why this is the on this list of most anticipated. You sucked already.
Yep.
What do we have for the next one? This is a Universal picture.
Knock at the Cab. Oh, it's an M. Night Shyamalan ding dong. So
you just don't like him, do you?
Yes and no, but I can't help it. Come on, Shyamalan. No, it's Shyamalan ding dong. Anyway, yeah, I like some of his stuff, and he has some crazy plot twists, but I will never, ever, ever forgive what he did to Avatar, The Last Airbender. Okay.
That's fair.
Anyway, let's see what
that's fair.
I haven't even heard of this film. Have you?
I have not.
All right, let's see. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong is a horror auteur bringing us unforgettable stories such as The Sixth Sense, Signs, and Split. But he's not one to rest on his laurels. The director kicking 2023 off with another story. Hang on, you're missing a word here. The director kicking 2023 off with another scary story. I think you forgot is. Anyway,
He did.
this time we'll follow a family who's taken hostage at their cabin. It's a familiar but terrifying premise that will sure get a Shyamalan-esque twist.
And that is why we watch his films. The guy
Exactly.
he's got a niche when it comes to making horror films or thrillers, whatever you want to call it. The guy is a hell of a storyteller, but man, at the end of every film, there is a twist that you just don't see coming because he drops such subtle hints throughout his films. It's hard to pick up. I'm telling you, when I watched The Village, I had no idea that it was the current fucking year.
Oh, yeah. And
I thought they were back in the freaking
like,
1800s.
And some of the shit in like The Happening, I didn't necessarily see that some of that shit coming. I like that film. Anyway.
For sure. Oh, the next two in my fucking movie made it. Yay.
Oh, good.
All right. So I'll do the next two. I'll give you the two after that.
Okay.
So no one thought they could do it again. But when the original cast of Scream came back for Scream 5, everyone was like, this is going to be just run-of-the-mill bullshit, same old thing.
Right.
First time ever, and spoiler, if none of you watching right now out there in Three Witches Land have seen it, if you didn't, shame on you. But the fucking young cast out-acted all of them. And don't get me wrong, I love the original cast.
Right.
I forget the name of the girl that plays Wednesday in the Netflix series Wednesday.
Jenny Ortega?
Jenna Ortega. That's right. She is basically the one who ends up kind of being the heroine in this film.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did she do a bang-up job, which is why she's got probably more jobs on the line than half of the fucking A-list people in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
In 2022, Scream's sequel showed us anything. It's that this franchise can be reimagined over and over again. And that's what makes it a fucking success. It's not the same plot.
Exactly.
It's different every time. I just watched Scream 4 earlier today when I was cleaning. And I was just thinking to myself, who would have thought that, I can't forget her. I can't remember her first name in the story. The heroine from the first three.
Yeah.
Anyways, who would have thought that she would become a book writer, and then Gail Weathers no longer is a reporter.
Right.
And fucking Dewey becomes sheriff. I mean, everything was just so flopped and flipped around, and who knew that there was a cousin just waiting to cut in the success?
Exactly.
Didn't see that coming.
No.
So, and it still finds new ways to thrill us. Some familiar faces will return, including Courtney Cox and Hayden Pantier, who ends up being the love child of the late psycho killer from the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to figure out how he managed to knock up some other broad that wasn't the lead actress in the first three films. I don't know, but man, I'll tell you what, they sold that shit.
Oh, yeah.
They sold it. With buckets of blood and new killers on the loose, Scream 6 will certainly be a must-watch. I have to agree. So, like I said, if you get a chance, you haven't seen Scream 5, check it out. The new plot is really cool. Kyler says, I still think there was a third killer in Scream 5 like there was. No way that small chick took bullets to the chest with the vest and do all that stuff. Well, you gotta remember one Hollywood faux pas. They make the impossible happen.
That is true.
So, yeah, you're absolutely right. She would have had a cracked sternum taking those shots to the chest. She was a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not easy to do. It'll save your life, but you're going to be coughing up some blood for a while.
Yeah.
Sadly. Now, to the one I have been waiting for 2 fucking years. And I don't care what anyone says about Nicolas Cage. He is fucking brilliant.
When I first said he was going to be playing Dracula, I'm like, what? But then, I started thinking about more and
Everybody said.
seeing images and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, he's got the slick back hair. He's pale as fuck. And let's face it, the teeth that they put on him is stellar.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I mean, he literally, and I can show you a picture right now, that he is perfect for a modern day Dracula that never was staked.
Agreed.
Now, and here's the brilliant part of this film. It is called Renfield, which comes out on April the 14th in the theater.
Hell to the yeah.
It surprises me that it took Nicolas Cage this long to return to the main screen. But let's face it, folks, he had a slew of underground straight to VOD films that fucking knocked him out of the park, and they were weird. We were able to see him do so many different things, so much occult shit that I never thought he would have been in, and it was amazeballs. So Nicolas Cage as Count Dracula, ? Fuck you. I know it was on everybody's mind.
Exactly.
Nicholas Hoult as his bumbling henchman Renfield? There's nobody better to sell this version of Renfield I could ever fucking imagine.
Agreed.
He is he's all right. Just basically put this out there. He's feeling stressed out about not being able to go back to his regular life after serving Count Dracula for 1,000 million lifetimes.
Yeah.
All right. And I just watched the official trailer today. It is bad fucking ass. Check it out on Renfield, the movie, on Facebook. They got the trailer. He's in fucking therapy, in a group therapy session. And he's crying to these people about the fact that he feels constricted, that he's bound. He can't move on and do the things he wants to do. He wants to be normal. All the while, they had no idea that the employer that he was talking about is Count Dracula. And then guess who fucking shows up and slaughters the whole room?
Yeah.
Holy shitballs. Check this trailer out. It will put all the doubt out of your mind as to whether or not Nicolas Cage can pull it off. Because he sure as the fuck does. So, is it a horror comedy? Fuck yes. Do we care? Hell no. We love our horror comedy.
Exactly.
As long as it's not so stupid, it makes no sense.
Exactly.
I agree, Kyler. It's going to be a hell of a ride. It really is. So I'm looking forward to that. It says, with a cast full of veteran comedians, Awkwafina and Ben Schwartz, the latest take on the legendary Dracula characters will hopefully be the greatest. And I'm telling you, you never know. Now, this next one I'm not so sure about.
Yeah. I watched the first one, wasn't a big fan, and that's where I was done with it.
Insidious Fear the Dark.
I didn't even hear that they were putting this out.
I don't think I would have called it Fear the Dark, though.
That's a horrible, that's just a horrible title.
That says pepperoni and cheese. Let's face it, every bad thing that happens in the Insidious movies happen in the dark.
Exactly.
Now, let's see if they actually tell us anything about
the let's see. James Wan's Insidious kicked off a brand new franchise with a story about a family who moves into a new home and is promptly haunted by demons who attempt to possess their son. Now Patrick Wilson, the star of the Insidious films, will try his hand at directing for the first time. We can't wait to see his take on the story that cemented him as a Scream King.
You know what? Knowing that fact alone, we could have a different fucking movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, don't get me wrong, James Wan,
No, he's an amazing director.
amazing director. His original idea with this whole thing was great.
Right.
And all three, movies connected perfectly. Even the prequel that told us the story of, how the great medium lady came to be.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm curious. Will I spend the dough to go to the theater? Hell no.
No.
I will get my early access, hopefully, from Prime Video.
I hope so too.
But I don't know. The fact that Patrick Wilson, the star, is directing this, we just might get a different movie because let's face it, when Sylvester Stallone stepped behind a camera and did Rambo and then Last Blood, they ended up being two of the best films of that entire series.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Oh,
yes, people. If you love Disney as much as we do, god damn it.
Yes.
I'm not afraid to say it. I'm still the fucking big bad devil daddy, but damn it, I love my Disney.
Same.
Especially when they go spooky.
Spooky Disney is even better.
Exactly. So, Haunted Mansion, celebrated film for the last 20 plus years.
Fucking love that
is
movie.
coming out on August the 11th. Now, it's kind of funny that they start off and preface this with, remember the first Haunted Mansion movie?
2003 was a long time ago.
It was, but
It was.
come on, it's on Disney Plus. You can watch it 50,000 million times.
I just watched it like the other day.
See?
Or it
People are still watching it. That's why it's there.
Exactly. And then this past year, the Muppets Haunted Mansion that came out was fantastic too. But that's beside the point.
That little short was amazing.
Short? It was a full movie.
Yeah, but it wasn't very long. It was like an hour long.
Yeah. It was so good though.
It was so good that I watched it like 7, 8 goddamn times. I'm still watching it. Shit. I'm watching it right now in my head. You just can't see it. Tell us what they got for us here on this new Haunted Mansion film. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think he's in this one.
No. All right. So, yeah, remember the first Haunted Mansion movie? 2003 was a long time ago, but the film's cultural impact, which itself is based on a Disney World ride, has been long-lasting. This time, a brand new cast will take on the wacky haunted house. Rosario Dawson, Lakeith Stanfield, and Owen Wilson are a few of the stars that will show off their horror movie chops in this Disney-fied romp. Owen Wilson? Hell yeah.
Owen Wilson is funny as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Even when he tries to be serious. So, I mean, he'll pull it off. It'll be fucking hilarious. And I've been on that ride. I wish I could have rode it like 6 or 12 other times that same day.
Understandable.
But let me tell you, when I say that fucking ride is stellar and probably my favorite part of Disneyland. Mm-hmm. It really is.
I have not had the pleasure.
Oh, give it time. Oh, okay. This definitely dropped the ball when it first came out. We're talking about The Nun. And I'm not even going to go through how many horrible independent films of the same title with like a few other words added to not get copyrighted. Fucking spawned off that first film. They took the scariest fucking character from The Conjuring. And I mean fucking frightening.
Yeah.
That's a real person that plays the nun, just so you all know. And nothing against the actress, but she looks just as terrifying out of the makeup. So when you add more, you get a recipe for success. So they're going to try their hand at a sequel. Where they dropped the ball the first time was some lame fucking jump scares and the nun not really doing anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to pay me $10,000 to float in the air down a hallway where it's dark and look spooky? Hey, sign me the fuck up. Because literally what we're telling you guys is that's all she did until the very end, and it was so fucking brief.
I don't know, Kyler. I don't know, Kyler. This review kind of sucks and doesn't give us anything to go off.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and read it.
All right.
And see. Now, I do know a couple things about it because I did a little bit of research.
Okay.
The 9th edition to the Conjuring Cinematic Universe. And they say, will greet and haunt you. That is just so marketing genius writing. Fuck off. Take Angus's class, please.
Yeah, seriously.
Says it will greet us in 2023 on September the 8th.
Yeah.
Now, this is funny. It literally goes on to say, after audiences were scared out of their wits by the first Nun film, I did not see a single fan reaction that made them jump literally out of their seat. It's got Beeb Central written all over it.
Like, literally,
dripping vomit.
I'm pretty sure everyone was just bitching about it.
Because the hype was so huge.
Yes, it was.
I mean, people were so fucking excited they were practically frothing at the mouth, waiting for this fucking thing to come out, and then it was a huge letdown. Could have went straight to VOD if you ask me.
Agreed.
And honestly, if you haven't seen it, go back, see the cheese, you'll understand.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. A sequel was quickly announced. That actress that I was referring to, her name is Taza Farmiga, something of that sort. I don't know. So sorry if I butchered your name. My bad.
Yeah.
Will return as Sister Irene and lead this brand new spin-off of the rich stories of the Conjuring world. So who they're talking about was the young nun-to-be from the first film. And yes, the same chick that played the nun is also going to be playing the nun.
Yeah.
So my understanding is it's later. It's not going to be set in the same time the first one was.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it's going to be in the 50s.
That makes
Don't
sense.
quote me. I could be wrong, but I thought I read somewhere that this one is happening in a bit of a more modern time. So we'll see. They could really come back and defeat the first one. So you got one over on us there, Conjuring Universe. You made everyone go to a movie and it bombed. You made your money.
Yeah.
But you suck.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Kyler.
Yeah. Basically, yes.
Yeah.
It's continuing on before the husband and wife duo that ghost hunts and all that stuff comes into contact with it. So this is one more time that this entity strikes, hopefully, fear in people's hearts by ripping them out, not floating through the air going, give it to me.
Yeah.
That's like picking up a 95-year-old prostitute going, give it to me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Seriously. Rip a heart out, chop a head off, do something, wrap them up like a pretzel. I don't give a fuck. Kill somebody.
Exactly. Please. Shove mashed potatoes in their face. Don't bleach and salt on them. Something, please.
And throw in some lemon juice for flavor. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
seriously. Fuck, I don't give a shit. Throw a fucking turnip in its eye.
Yeah, kind of.
That's because, again, Hollywood has a bunch of writers that think that they can take things into different directions. Like I said, this could be a win-win for The Nun because the first one was awful.
Yeah.
How are they bringing this back?
I don't know, but I'm so fucking excited. I am so fucking excited.
I'm a little torn.
I'm not. I'm excited as fuck. I love these films.
I am a fan of Saw as well. There was one that I thought that wasn't very good, and that was the one where the doctor was doing all the shit.
Which one was that? You mean
I'm
number
pretty
7?
sure it was called Jigsaw.
Oh, Jigsaw? No, I hated that one. That's the only one I didn't like. And then that new one that from the world of from the universe of Saw. What the hell was the actual title?
You know, I'm not
it was
sure.
different. I liked it.
It was different. It offered something a little bit newer, and it connected all the characters together.
It did, but this one, from what I've heard, it takes place between parts 2 and 3, or 3 and 4.
Oh, okay. So this was like a segue that we didn't know about.
Yes. So that's supposed to be the concept behind this one.
So this is Saw X, otherwise known as Saw 10?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 27th, just in time for Sam Hain.
Fuck yes. All right, let's see what they have to say about it.
We shall see.
Yes, you read that right. We're getting a 10th addition to the already huge and terrifying Saw franchise. Another James Wan original, Saw has been scaring audiences for decades now. Tobin Bell, who plays Jigsaw, will return to the role, and although it may seem like Saw has created and recreated every possible gory way to die, we may be in for some more bloody surprises with a hopefully epic 10th sequel.
Let's think about this here.
Spiral. Thank you, Tyler. That was the name of it.
There are always different and new, fresh ways of killing people in these movies. Especially these ones. Now, I guess they figured Tobin is probably really old and only has one more of these in him.
That is certainly possible. How old is he now? Anyway, he's definitely getting up there.
Uh-huh. And I think, honestly, though, the Saw...
Oh, yeah, he's 80.
See? Got his ass in the film. 80 years old. There's going to be a lot of CGI to take him back to the way he looked at that time.
He hasn't aged that much, though, it seems like.
No?
The past 20 years, I don't think he's aged that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I haven't seen him recently, so I really can't confirm or deny. But, yeah, I mean, they probably figured what better way to further cement the legacy of these films by bringing the original player back himself. I don't know. VOD, I'm all about it. Pay money at the movie theater, not so much.
Oh, absolutely. If I had a theater closer nearby, I would so go.
And I respect that. I totally do. I thought, I guess that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Oops.
That was a bit short.
It really was. I mean, are these really the 8 most anticipated movies of this next year? Is there any that you've heard about you're looking forward to that weren't on here?
How could they not mention Evil Dead Rise?
That's a very good question.
You've got to be kidding me. Hold on. It's set for 2023, obviously. That's redundant. But shoot. Okay. I don't have a full-on release date. Now, before anybody gets up in arms, Bruce Campbell is not in this film.
Right. I'm pretty sure he just said, no, I'm done. Right?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure he said that at one point he's just like, no, I'm done or something, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is why Ash versus the Evil Dead show ended after 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know about y'all, but when you get to be in your 60s, you can't do the same stunts and movements and actions that you once did. I don't care how much you work out, drink, smoke, whatever. It's not going to take the pain away. The fact of the matter is that he got injured doing, and I got to love Bruce Campbell for this, for doing all his own stunts.
Exactly.
In all of the Evil Dead films. And not even just the Evil Dead films, but all the other films he was in, he did them. He was kind of like the kind of actor that you really want to have, who's a fan-fucking-tastic actor,
Yeah,
but can do it all. Which is one thing I cannot take away from Tom. Shit. What's that little fucking leprechaun's name?
who?
All the Mission Impossible movies. Fuck. Tom Cruise.
Leprechaun.
Literally, for the latest film, gets dropped from a helicopter on a motorcycle and goes right up this huge ramp and literally does fly off of it. So that's why I say I can't take nothing away from these actors, that they are old as fuck and still doing it. But Bruce said, can't do it. But he's been promoting this new film constantly. So he wants to see it succeed. And to be honest with you, it's not a remake.
No, it looks like it might be good.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and read you what IMDb says as far as the plot summary. A twisted tale of 2 estranged sisters whose reunion is cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons. Go figure. So I'm assuming that the Necronomicon shows up.
I would assume so.
Thrusting them into primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of family imaginable. So that means, the Deadites are literally taking over their family members. Yeah. They're moving the action out of the woods and into the city.
Okay.
So this is let me say it again, a completely different plot. So don't think that this is a sequel to the other films. There's really nothing that's going to tie them together.
Right. It's just like in the same sort of universe, but it's not the same movies. No.
Because honestly, I think that Ash versus the Evil Dead capped off that era. They took it anywhere and everywhere they could take it, and we're good with it. So this is different.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
What?
They're played by Donald Sutherland's daughter.
Okay.
So we're talking about a prime fucking family known for great acting. And Sullivan, I didn't catch her first name though, whose reunion is cut short by the rise of the demons and all that stuff. So they don't really give you too much, just other than it's in the city and it takes place in a fucking apartment building.
Yeah.
So imagine a zombie apocalypse by demons, which makes them talk, do very sinister things, and massively awesome kills. So I'm looking forward to it.
The other one that I'm looking forward to, call me crazy, but I fucking love the idea of this movie, is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Fuck yes.
And it looks great. And I haven't read a synopsis of what it's about yet until now, and holy shit, it sounds great. The days of adventures and merriment have come to an end as Christopher Robin, now a young man, has left Winnie the Pooh and Piglet to fend for themselves. As time passes, feeling
He
angry and
said, "Fuck y'all."
abandoned, they become feral. And after getting a taste for blood, Winnie and Piglet set off to find a new source of food. It's not long before the bloody rampage begins.
I've told you many times the idea of taking some of these old school child stories, characters, and turning them into horror films has already proven success.
Yes.
Motherfucking The Mean One is in its 5th week of renewal in the movie theaters. That's how fucking good it is, people. So the idea of seeing Winnie the Pooh as a fucking axe murderer, sign me up.
Absolutely. I cannot wait for this shit. It's gonna be
just looking at him. He's not cute and cuddly, folks.
No, he's not all chubby and full of stuff and fluff. He is.
He don't really care too much about honey at this point.
No, I don't.
He just wants to see everybody die. I swear. He must have been like, "Fuck y'all. Y'all are bullshit. You're too whack. I'm gonna go do my own thing." Now, there is a couple of other films that are gonna surprise us. There is a new Exorcist film coming out.
I heard something about that. I don't know much about it, but I did hear a rumor about it.
They're keeping this thing so fucking tight-lipped.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, if it has to do with, like, I don't know, maybe they don't know how the fans are going to take it, but apparently it's currently untitled.
Yeah, is it possible that we weren't even supposed to know it's coming at all? Because it's just weird that we'd know something's happening and not a single thing about it.
I don't know. It's been shot.
Yep.
The whole thing's been shot.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be this year. Do we know? I don't think we do.
It says 2023.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
And it's a 2-hour long film too. So as you know, in true Exorcist fashion, it's a long story.
Yeah.
Which we love. So,
I think that's about all I got. I'm not sure what else is coming out.
Trying to see here if it says anything about cast. It does.
Oh,
Ellen Burstyn, Leslie Odom Jr., and Dowd. Sorry. Amanda Beth, Rory Gross. It's going to have a bunch of, and a full-on demon. So this could be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a fresh new perspective. Let's see what else here. If you're a fan of Bram Stoker's Dracula, guess what? There is another film coming out this year called The Last Voyage of the Demeter. So if you remember the novel and how the Count gets to the New World, it was on a ship.
Oh, right. Right. My mom just reminded me of another one coming out this year. They're making a new version of Stephen King's Salem's Lot. That should be good, too.
I was going to get to that. That's another one they better not fuck up.
Agreed.
I am such a fan of the original film, more of a fan of the book.
Agreed.
But the film that came out following that, the success of that novel was gold. Now, I am super excited to say one of my favorite actors in the Demeter is Viggo Mortensen.
Fuck yes.
He's the lead actor. I am so stoked about this.
Kyler.
Salem's Lot.
Short for Jerusalem Lot. Oh my goodness.
That's okay, brother. I know it's probably past your bedtime. That's all right. But yes, I am excited about that to a degree because, like I said,
Yeah.
This could go wrong if they don't stick to the book.
Yeah.
So many of these films get fucked up because they don't stick to the book.
Exactly.
Why do you think the success of It was so great? Different actors, but God damn it, they stuck to the book.
Yes. Until that god awful ending. Anyway.
True that. Now, here's two that I don't think is worth a fucking shit in Calcutta.
Mm.
Why would they make a The Meg Part 2?
I have no idea.
Don't get me wrong. When I think of action films, I think of Jason Statham. He is my dude. I've
Right.
loved him in just about every role he's done, except for battling the ancient megalodon.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw that stink fest, but that was fucking
I didn't,
horrible.
because it looked horrible. And to be honest, I could probably live quite happily without ever watching another dinosaur shark movie or any sort of sharks. I'm sick of them.
It really is overdone. If you want to watch the real deal,
Yeah.
there's plenty of videos of great whites taking out human beings on unassuming beaches all over the world. They're on the net. Check it out, because every time somebody gets fucking bit, it's on the news.
Exactly.
Now, the idea that, a 30 feet long mega fish with jaws that are more razor than a Ginsu knife can cut through you and kill you and eat you is very terrifying, just like crocodiles and alligators.
Yeah.
But let's face it, it's oversaturated.
How about we do some giant squid movies next or something different? Come on.
And there was one.
Love.
There was a giant octopus story once upon a time. And it was pretty good. They didn't have all the technology that they do nowadays.
Yeah.
So if they honestly went that way, shit, they could pull it off.
Probably.
Why don't you do a reboot of The Creature from the Black Lagoon?
Yes.
Why hasn't anyone given that fish fuck another go at the cinema?
I don't know. Copyright law issues, maybe?
That makes no goddamn sense. Universal Monsters? Are you kidding me? How many Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein, Mummy? We've mummied ourselves to death. Seriously. And this will get you. Somebody makes a movie called Cocaine Bear.
What?
I am not shitting you.
What the fuck is that?
There is a movie coming out this year called Cocaine Bear. And it's a horror movie after a 500-pound black bear consumes a significant amount of the Blizzard of Oz.
Oh my goodness.
And embarks on a drug-fueled rampage. An eccentric gathering of cops, criminals, tourists, and teenagers assemble in a Georgia forest to be destroyed.
Okay, not gonna lie, I kind of want to, get fucked up and watch that.
I mean, I was about to say, if you're looking for a horror movie that is trying to be serious as fuck, and let's face it, it's a cocaine bear. So the idea that there is this drug, how many times we've seen it in cartoons, a fucking bear running around because he's so whacked out on coke that he literally eats everything. I love it. I will happily get buzzed to a movie like that.
Absolutely.
But still, the whole idea is stupid as fuck.
So stupid. Like, come on, bears. Movies of bears are always great.
And unfortunately, this was the last film that Ray Liotta, rest his soul, wherever you are, sir. It's his last film, so I'm going to have to watch it. I forgot that was the movie he was filming.
Gotcha.
before he died, unfortunately. So
All right.
gonna have to check it out. Now, there's a couple other things coming up too. There's a movie called Shelby Oaks coming out.
The fuck is that?
Upcoming American supernatural horror mystery, produced, written, directed by Chris Stuckman in his directorial debut. It stars Camille Sullivan, the chick from Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, okay.
Keith David.
Who?
We know Keith David.
We do.
Emily Bennett. It's got a couple of names. Okay.
Okay.
Could be good. I don't know. Just depends on if it's got anything on the plot. Damn it. See, that's why I love IMDb. They give you everything.
Yeah.
A woman's desperate search for her long-lost sister falls into obsession upon realizing that the imaginary demon from their childhood may have been real.
Okay. That might
So a
have
little
some
cloak
sense.
and dagger supernatural. I love it.
Yeah.
And I want to say that there's something else coming out also. Let me see here. See if they mention it. Okay, we got the Haunted Mansion. There's a movie called Missing.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard about this.
No, I haven't.
It's not really horror, though. They have it as PG-13, which means it's going to suck. And it's a mystery film. So when her mother disappears while on vacation in Colombia with her new boyfriend, June's search for answers is hindered by international red tape. Stuck thousands of miles away in Los Angeles, June creatively uses all the latest technology
Okay.
at her fingertips to try and find her before it's too late. However, as she digs ever deeper, her digital sleuthing soon raises more questions than answers. So
Okay.
if you like a little bit of what happened to the bitch,
Right.
go check this movie out.
For sure. All
So
right.
I think that's a good look at what we can expect so far this year.
Yeah, but
Suffice it to
Esquire,
say-
you fucking suck.
The who?
Esquire.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They didn't tell us anything.
No.
Literally nothing about plot, anything for these films. So it's good that Papa Reaper over here tends to look at all this useless information and somehow brings it to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. I'm an avid horror lover. So everything that comes through the Reaper's Underground page, I check it out, whether it's trash or not.
Right.
I do have an update
Oh.
that the Multiverse of Jason, which is Flashtainment's fan film based on 3 different eras of Jason, is their Indiegogo starts this April.
Woo!
So they have all, well, actually, no, they just put up another post today that if you want to be a part of the film, help out with it, be an actor, whatever the fuck, get with them and they will find something for you to do.
Sweet.
So you saw the success of Vengeance 2. It has won all kinds of fucking awards. It's amazeballs. This is shaping up to be very, very cool. So in April, definitely show your love and try to help them out.
Definitely.
Most definitely. Well, all right.
All right.
This was kind of, fun. Don't get me wrong, because
Right.
it's one of my favorite topics. But let's face it,
But
everything was not informative.
no.
Told us nothing.
Yeah.
Esquire, thanks for pulling up a list and not knowing shit about what you're talking about.
Exactly.
So, whatever you need for emotional support, the most important thing is stay heavy.
Corpses rotting in this wasteland.